Hello, my name's Riley Chugg. Welcome to my home here in Longford, Tasmania. My wife Cheryl and I, we was fortunate enough to do the course at the end of June 2012, so only 16 months ago. So let me take on a journey on some of the deals that we've been doing in the last 16 months. One deal I want to talk about is the unit behind me here. I was down at the service station buying some petrol, and one thing we're always taught with Mark's functions, you always keep your eyes and ears open. I happened to be buying petrol, and I heard the guy next door to me who was buying petrol. He was from Singapore. I overheard him say that he was sick and tired of his unit. I made him an offer there on the spot and he took it. So this little unit behind me here, bought for $120,000, bird dogger offer. He took it, and the interest is $6,200 a year. The rent's $9,000 a year, so $3,000 cash positive. The unit beside it sold for $170,000, so $50,000 capital gain. Just bang, great little deal. The unit. This deal I want to talk about now is this house behind me. We paid $360,000 for this particular house. It's a lovely old Federation home, but it wasn't because it's a lovely old Federation home that we bought the place. It was the fact that it sits on a 4,000 square metre block. That 4,000, the old home has an existing fence line around it, and we spoke to 3 different agents, and they could only see 3 titles. But we could sort of see that if we move those those existing fence line in, we get 6 blocks of land. So just by thinking outside the square, using techniques that we've learned off Mark, where everyone else can only see 3 blocks of land, we could see 6 blocks of land. And another thing too, because we had an extended settlement at 6 months, it gave us time to do all our work with the engineers, with the council. We sorted all that out. There was one little situation we had with a neighbour. Over the far side there, one of the neighbours was worried about the subdivision. We went and saw the neighbour. For the sake of 3 pieces of lattice work, $105, that's all it was, they were happy. So just by talking to the neighbour, we sorted out a problem over there, that's all fixed. Another thing with the sheep here, we've adjusted the sheep, so again, using one of Mark's techniques, we've decided to, while we're waiting for the subdivision to come through, which is only now 2 months away, we're adjusting sheep just around the corner there too. There's trees on the block, and someone is paying us to cut those trees down and take the firewood. So this particular house here, it just sort of shows you, by just using 3 or 4 different ideas used from Mark, when it all comes down to it, we're going to make $210,000 out of this, and in my book, $210,000 is another good little deal. This little house beside me was another great little deal we did. We bought the place for $93,000 with just a little bit of cosmetic stuff, built the fence, fixed up the back fence. Only 9 months later, we sold it for $180,000. So this little deal here, this little house here, $80,000, a great little deal. And look, it's only 15 yards away from the old Federation home I was just speaking about. So it just shows you can have 2 fantastic deals side by side. Another great little deal. This particular property behind us, we bought this old place. It sits on a 900 square metre block of land. The great thing about the house, where it's located, it sits right in the corner of the block. We paid $185,000 for the house. Then we've done the splitter. We put the fence straight down the middle of the block. Now we've had the house revalued. The house is still valued at $180,000. The block's been valued at $90,000. It cost us $22,000 to do the splitter. That includes the price of the fence. Also, this particular house, it's only 100 metres away from the local shops. The local airport is only 10 minutes that way. The CBD of Launceston is only 15 minutes north. And so with those figures, this has added $63,000 to our capital worth. So that's a great little deal. Welcome to Bond Street, Kings Meadows, a suburb of Launceston. With this particular property, the red brick house over the road here, we actually used 2 skills that we learned on the course of this one. One, it was a bird dogger offer, and 2, we offered an unusual amount. So when it was on the market, it was on the market for $260,000. We got the council valuation, which was $250,000. My wife Cheryl, she offered $151,230, and they took it. So here we have a property behind me, council valuation $250,000, the offer at $151,230. So there's approximately $100,000 off to our capital worth. So a great little deal. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the journey with some of the deals I've done down here in Tasmania. If you go back through those deals, I've used the skills I've learnt through doing the conclave course. There was splitting, there was negotiating with a neighbour, there was dealing with the council, there was bird dogger deals, we've done a subdivision. So we did all sorts of deals, from adjusting the sheep to getting our block cleared and they paying us to do it. So all those type of things we learned with Mark, we've actually used with our deals here in Tasmania. And if you add up all those deals, all around Australia there's deals to be made. If you add up those deals, there's $503,000 to our capital worth, just in those deals that we've done down here. That's not to mention the property that we've bought with Mark in Queensland for our self-managed super fund. I mean, my super was only minimal. We've been able to leverage our super, so it's now worth, we've got a property there in Queensland worth $320,000. So I can't thank Mark enough, and I'm looking forward to spending so much more time with Mark and his gang. And a big thank you to Leon, Tracy, all the help they've given me as well. So look, deals all around Australia. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed our little journey here in Tasmania.